So I thought I was done, but then I threw up and made more room for more food, and that gave way to more alcohol, and we're back here. Um, uh, Ashton Parks. I've never seen him look so gay before. Um, Also, Surfer. I'm sorry I fucked up your Bible stream. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. You really might want to stay away from me for a while I'm in this mindset. Apparently, I really pissed off Surfer with that shit. I didn't mean to do that. But when I'm drinking gin, I'm a very different person. I don't think you should you took some fucking real low blows at me in the Discord there. I gotta be honest. This kind of that was kind of below the belt. But there's a reason people don't like people who like gin. Okay, there's a reason people who know their liquor avoid gin drinkers. All right, this stuff. Most alcohol has spirits, right? This has a demon. Uh, and we're gonna be watching. We are going to be watching. Uh, some marvelous shit. Ashton. Yeah, yeah, dude looks like a lady, man. Man, dude looks like a lady. Dude, this guy is fucking. He's so dyked out. Holy fuck. You can't see it, but if you want to watch along, this is literally me just getting drunk for my own amusement. I wonder if anyone will show up to join me.
Fucking leader, Nick Fuentes, I would max him out in 2 seconds. I literally would throw him to the ground, lay upon him, and do whatever the fuck I wanted to him. And
that's why I started this stream. Like, Ashton gets gay when he starts getting these violent fantasies, and the more I watch him, the more I notice it's not. Like, I watch his face, he's not kidding. This dude, like, wants to straight up violently rape other men prison style. Like, what the fuck? That's not right, Ashton. The Lord doesn't want you to pump Nick's dumper.
And he would probably enjoy it because he's a sick fuck. Apparently wants to have sex with monkeys. I'll go ape mode on your ass, Fuentes. I
bet you would. I bet he'd go ape mode on his ass. So, Ashton Parks, you can quote me on this. Ashton Parks wants to go ape mode on Nick Fuentes' ass. Holy fuck. I wonder what else we're gonna get here.
Promise you that, son. That'll never fucking happen. These guys are all talk, no fucking action. But
oh no, Ashton, Ashton, I think you have a good shot at making that happen. I think if you promise that you'll go ape mode on Nick's ass, he'll very much accommodate you. I would not be surprised if you threaten to go ape mode on Nick's ass again, he might show up at your door to take you up on the offer. He might bring Milo along with him and some of their toys. You might get to see a toy collection that rivals Axel's.
Jaworski has gone through this process before to fight Tonka Saw in the octagon. He went through all the testing, all the commissions. He was cleared, but Tonka bitched out. So if anybody's fucking honor is in question, it's certainly not Andy's.
What I want to do is I want to challenge Andy Jaworski to a fight and not show up. And then do it just do that repeatedly. Just repeatedly challenge him to a fight and not show up. I'd be the most hated man on the internet.
Showed up before. Let me explain to you why it's boxing. Okay? The number one reason is that Ethan Ralph outweighs Andy by about 100 fucking pounds. So in an MMA match with wrestling, he would have such a significant advantage to where it'd be like me with Fuentes. He could literally just lay on Andy. And it wouldn't be very entertaining.
I'd still
Everybody
max
wants
him
to see
out.
you.
I'd still max him out.
And people, you'd still probably max him out. Let's be
Dude,
real.
I'd max him out, dude. My speed and
You know I'm
fucking
fucked.
and the shots I'd lay.
You know you're fucked up when you're hearing music in your head. Like I've got music in my head right now. That's where I am. And we're getting a little deeper here. This ship's sailing on through the night.
On
Uh,
him, he would have no chance to even
Oh,
fucking grab me. There's no way.
so-
And my arm reach is
well, this
way.
is this.
I'm taller than him. I'd kick his fucking legs right out. Like I would just practice kicks all day, every day at the gym, and kick
He
him right in
has
the
those
fucking back.
scrawny ass pencil legs.
And which we'll
Has
see.
those
well, I mean, let's be real. If Andy's on the coke, yeah, Andy can get back in shape, and Andy will, he might take the prize. He might felt the gun, but the Gunt's a naturally violent man. Like he will fucking he will hit back. So and Ethan Ralph is actually getting healthier. Ethan Ralph is putting the work in, and he's motivated by his hatred for his enemies, and that's the best motivator. So I do believe in the power of Ethan Ralph on this one. I think Ethan Ralph might have a chance, but like it's a slim one. Because Andy Worski is likewise a deranged coke fiend. Um, Now, it is true that Ethan Ralph is 5'1", but from what I understand, so is Andy. Like they're both pretty short. And I'm five. Like realistically, they're not 5'1". They're probably as tall as I am, which is like 5'8". They're like not short, but on the shorter end of not tall, I guess. Uh,
chicken legs. He was
Which
showing them this. He was showing them this week. We settled.
now, if Ethan Ralph gets Andy with a gunt slam, or a Wario style ground pound where he jumps up in the end, I do believe that Andy will get felted. Uh, but no, all jokes aside, my money's probably just on Andy because Andy's got the experience, and I'd have to actually go back and look at them side by side from the last time they showed up in that ring, because Ethan Ralph has the weight, Andy has the agility, and Ethan Ralph is really motivated to get in shape, and just to he could make a lot of money off being the Gunt, but he doesn't like being the Gunt, so he's trying to lose his Gunt, and he's you know the man can do what it shit when he puts his mind to it. He's proven that. But Andy Worski is a coke fiend, and that is a chemical enhancement.
On boxing, and not only that, it's because everybody's in on the boxing craze. Keem, iDubbbz, Sam, they all want to do boxing. It's big. It's easier to do boxing. I think it would be to do MMA.
way easier.
Spoke with Ralph, and I said, and we said like Ralph was pushing for 4 rounds. But he said to me, and I said, well, people got to get their money's worth, and he agreed. He's like, every time I order boxing and it's only 4 rounds, it's not enough and it's gay. So I wanted 8 rounds because I figured that'd favor Andy more with his cardio. We ended up settling in the middle at 6 rounds. It would be 6 rounds of boxing at 3 minutes apiece. Whether or not it's going to be headgear or not is really dependent on the athletic commission.
Yeah.
In order for them to sanction this, it's probably going to have headgear. But the thing is, the headgear doesn't actually help you. In fact, it probably leads to more brain damage and concussion from your head rattling around. If you have the nose guard, it might help a little bit, unless you get hit hard enough, and it will still fucking break your nose. So if they have to wear headgear, that it is what it is. But we're targeting for 6 rounds in boxing, hopefully by the end of the year between.
Holy shit, Ashton, shut the fuck up. Like, why are you explaining logistics? Like, most people listening to this are at least as fucked up as I am. I don't usually get this fucked up, but how the fuck? Like, is this what most of you assholes see when you watch this shit? Like, because behind the fucking thick goggles of liquor I'm seeing through. He's just rambling about like sports data and shit. It is like, fuck. I'd really rather listen to his gay fucking fantasies about going ape mode on Nick Stumper.
Between Ralph and Andy, it's been decided the purse will be equal between Andy and Ralph. That's what was agreed upon, that they would make the same amount of money. That's what we went back and forth on. But we spoke to Keem. We spoke to Sam. Sam wants this on
You autistic bastard, why are you telling us this boring shit?
the card. Keem's excited about it. We spoke to Boogie. We got him involved. Now look, Ralph's talking about, well, Boogie will never fight. Boogie will do this. Look, it's hard to believe that Boogie would actually be able to beat Sam. There's pretty much no chance in hell. You can still promote it as like Sam wants televised execution. You know what I mean? You can promote it as basically Boogie is getting the electric chair. He's being put to his death. And there's got to be some place in the world where this can happen. I mean, in Japan, in Pride, they had freak show fights like this all the time. With guys 400, 500, 600 pounds.
Dude, all he fucking thinks about is like, what? I think this dude is like, I'm not sure, like, I think his sexual preference is like rape. Is like he wants to rape other men. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But there's like all these jokes that could be made about how fucking into the bodies of these other men that he gets. And like look at like, if okay, so if you go to 24 55 in this stream, 24 minutes and 55 seconds in, Jaworski versus Ralph boxing fight, Kai versus Beardson, Nick Fuentes, Zufile, Jaden meets Soldier Boy. That's a terrible label for any show. But if you go 24 minutes and 55 seconds in and pause it, you have PPP who's just obsessing over other men, and Andy looking like, it looks like he's looking at him just thinking, yeah, this dude's totally gay. This dude's totally gay. I wish I could show you, but like, I'm not learning OBS for this.
Sumo wrestlers, Bob Sapp fighting Antonio Nogueira and shit like this. If we have to go to Japan, we'll go to Japan. Wherever the fuck in the world that these fights could happen. But look, let's say Boogie pulls out. He's not going to do it. They can't get him, however much money he wants to get beaten to death by Sam Hyde. Sam's going to find somebody else to box him.
Obviously, it's happening.
Because he wants to do a boxing event. It's happening. It's happening, Ralph. So just chill the fuck out.
Start working out.
Contracts will come. Start working out. I honestly, like, Ralph is pretty much fucked, in my opinion. How I see this fight going is that Andy is just going to stick and move, hit Ralph with the jab again and again in that eye, shatter his orbital bone with those jabs. Ralph will probably be blind at the end of the fight. I think that's our biggest hurdle, honestly, to getting it sanctioned, is that Ralph has the pre-existing orbital bone injury. So there's a high risk that he'll go fucking blind at the end of the match, that he will no longer be able to see out of that eye. But as long as Andy sticks and moves, it's the...
And I really hope they, that at the end of that, Andy Jaworski reenacts the final scene from Serbian film, where after raping his own child, the protagonist, he jams his dick into the eye socket of the bad guy and fucks it. Well, I think a witness says, "What you have done is truly worthy of film." I'll be honest, I've never seen this. I've watched a summary of it on YouTube, and that was bad enough. The Serbian film is a truly horrific fucking movie. It's not, no, actually, by today's American standards, it's a typical movie. It's a typical Netflix movie. Serbian film is a typical family movie by today's standards, but back when before Globo Homo, it was considered pretty bad.
The jab to the eye hits the jab to the body. By the end of the second round...
Actually, I'm pretty sure by the standards of today's Disney, Serbian film is downright wholesome.
Ralph's gonna have fucking nothing left. He's gonna be completely exhausted. This guy's smoking cigars, he's smoking cigs, he's doing coke, he's drinking every day, he's smoking pot, he's popping pills, he's fat as fuck. His conditioning is gonna be fucked. And even in shape guys, most people of average fucking fitness get exhausted by the third round of boxing. I predict that Andy, by midway through the third round, will have TKO'd Ralph from pure exhaustion. Ralph will not be able to defend himself. He won't be able to keep his hands up. He's going to be helpless. He's going to be teed off upon by Andy. And he'll either get stopped on his feet by the referee for being unable to defend himself, or he'll just get flat out knocked the fuck out when Andy chins him. There's no way this goes past the fourth round. Ralph is fucked. That's just the way I see it. Now, I'll say this. Alpha in the first round will be very dangerous. He's going to come out rage pigging hard. He's going to be throwing fucking haymakers. He's going to try and like lean on Andy and wrestle him and use his weight to tire out Andy. It's not going to work. He's not going to catch Andy. Andy's going to...
You know what? I was putting all my money on Andy, but now I remember there was actually a time where Andy and Gunt almost fought, and Andy curled up like a ball. It might be that 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 the Gunt has some sort of psychological hold on Andy. Might be that there's something about, like, because I mean, I'm guessing, like, from the story where that they both confirm, where Ethan Ralph straight up like made Andy look like a bitch, and took his alcohol and all that. I am guessing that regardless of who would actually win in the fight, there is a lot of psychological power on Ralph's side, and that actually counts for more than you would think.
Going to be too quick. His head movement's going to be too good. And he's got a boxing coach now.
Holy shit, are you just going to give a whole fucking fan fiction, Andy? Andy's literally just going to, like, have a fucking fan fiction about this. It's just going to be like Ashton is just going to be like telling us how it would be in his fucking fan. Did we come here to listen to fan fiction by Ashton? Like, do we all remember the last time we got fanfiction.net from Ashton? Do we all remember the what do the Japanese call it? Yoi? The gay fucking porn about him and JMK that Ashton wrote the last time? You know, he got all hard for one of his alogs. I mean, this is getting pretty fucking alphabet. I gotta be honest, this is beginning to taste a bit like alphabet soup, Ashton. Come on.
He's teaching him what to do. Andy went through MMA training before. Andy's been training hard. Ralph, you...
Yeah, but Andy never actually fought. We never saw Andy fight fucking anyone. We don't know what, like, Andy Worski showed up. Okay, Andy Worski isn't some fighting champion. He won because he showed the fuck up. Like, I don't honestly think it's like, it's just fucking retarded. It's just fucking retarded to be like counting the eggs before they hatch, and it's fucking gay that you subject your audience, who are stupid, to fucking pay you. I mean, back in the day, you straight up would tell people to fuck themselves if they gave you money. Right? And like this is what this fucker does now. I mean, no, you can be this dude, Ashton, but I'm gonna like laugh at you the same way you laughed at the gun. I don't care.
He fucked up by agreeing to take this fight. Especially...
Did he? Did he really? I mean, y'all have made out like Andy Worski is some sort of professional fighter. Well, he went through the fucking program, and come to find, Tonkasaw didn't actually bitch out. Okay? He was trying to avoid, like, divorce rape. He was trying to avoid, well, no, he was actually, now I think about it, he was actually trying to avoid child support. But, What the fuck?
In boxing, because you're just gonna get fucking lit up, dude.
Are we telling them now? Is that what's happening? Nah.
I didn't
Okay, well, I think that's good enough, right? That's good enough, right?
I think that's good enough, but I'm hype.
I have been waiting for 5 years for this. And look, I'll say this right now. Hey, Ralph, if you do bitch out, you'll never hear the end of this. You'll be Tonka 2.0. You're already a Monday.
Andy, you retard. Ethan Ralph was willing to get his orbital bone shattered. He's not a coward. Ethan Ralph will be there. You're not going to get another free win, Andy. So, like, it really... I mean, if you can bring it, if you can bring that end game, and if you win that fight fair and square, great. Be sure to fuck the eye socket if you break it, because otherwise it's just not going to be truly Kino. But there's a damn good chance Ethan Ralph, like, really fucking brutalizes you. And he's not kidding about his training. I already know he's training. You're sitting here talking about training with Ashton, and it's like, yes, you'll show up. But it's not like you're going to do worse to Ethan Ralph than folks already done to him. I mean, he can't even hold us to a bowling event without getting attacked. He ain't going to back out. It's fucking retarded to say Ethan Ralph would back out.
In Matt Boulder Stream 2.0, you've somehow brought back. If you turn this down, if you
realize Ethan Ralph makes money on this regardless, dumbass. Ethan Ralph makes money. That's why he's going to be there. He's going to be there because he's going to make money. He's going to make a bunch of money, regardless of whether he wins or loses. So why would he not show up? Like, someone's probably going to attack him the next time he hosts an event anyway. That just happens now. So, yeah, he may as well fucking get paid for it.
You back out, you've somehow brought back 2 IBS arcs and became the clown of both of them in a single season. All right? So, dude, I'm a bitch. Apparently, in Miami, I was curled up in a ball, which is fucking bullshit, but believe whatever you want. Ralph, you knew I yelled at you so hard in the face that you left the fucking room like a little bitch. You're scared of me because you know how strong I am.
All I remember from this is that you shoved a pine cone up a woman's asshole. I'm not... Why would we remember anything after that, Andy? You shoved a pine cone up a woman's asshole, and then you had a friend, like, literally pull a gun to defend you because you almost got him killed, and then you straight up abandoned that friend, snaked on him later on. Like, shit, I mean, who the fuck is Andy Worski to be talking down to Ethan Ralph? They are literally in the same boat.
I actually am. You know, when we were living together, I hit the gym up every single fucking day, and I eat like a fucking champ. I've gained 30 pounds since my fucking, my Atonka fight. Dude, you fucked up bad. You know you are scared of me. We know, I feel the quiver in your voice. You're a pussy. We all know that, but I'll give you this, okay? Even if you show up and I knock your ass out, which will happen, I'll respect you more than I'll respect you more for that. I will. I will respect you. If you don't,
this is annoying because Ethan Ralph is a man who has had his orbital bone shattered. He's not going to be afraid of a match that at least has fucking standards. You're not going to be able to kick his skull into like a shattered pumpkin shaped pile of gore. Ethan Ralph has been through that, okay? So, like, why are you wasting the audience's time? We know Ethan Ralph will show up. We know he's gonna show up. Are you trying to scare him into not showing up?
Show up? Oh, bro, you're gonna get fucking shit on by all of us, not more. It's gonna be like an amplify. It's gonna be amplified. But if you show up,
let's just say,
oh, really? Fuck. That changes everything. Guys, If Ethan Ralph doesn't show up for this, people will make fun of him. Don't you understand? Who could have foreseen? Who could have foreseen? Like, got some nasty fucking bugs in here. I gotta fucking fix up the trailer.
Right now.
So good.
Ralph's got to put up the ring as collateral.
Collateral,
We
yep.
want the Pawpaws ring. If Ralph backs out,
no, dude, don't fuck with people's sentimental shit. This is what I don't like about Ashton. The dude has no fucking if there is a bottom to that pit, it is far down. The guy should not take that much pleasure in someone else's suffering. The dude needs to get a fucking control of his stomach. You know, he not just in regards his fucking weight. The dude eats his friendships. The dude eats, you know, his relationships with women. He eats the fucking opportunities that he has. He just eats them and he turns them to shit.
he has to give Andy his Pawpaws fucking ring.
I also
we're gonna send a repo crew to his house. What else do you want, Andy?
I want the 13 acres of swampland. And here's what I'll be doing, okay?
Dude, no, this is taking it too far. Now y'all are making it gay and about life ruination. I don't want to see Ethan Ralph lose. Like, he needs that shit for his kid, you piece of crap.
I'm going to divvy up that swampland, that 13 acres, into single acres and have a show that the top 13 donators all receive a piece of their own swampland in Louisiana. That's what I want if you back out. Your Pawpaws ring, which...
Oh, if he backs out. Yeah. Sure, whatever. He's not going to back out. But since you're doing this, like, I think if you back out, you should have to agree to whatever bizarre and seriously fucked up demands that Ethan Ralph has for you. And, they're going to be just as fucked up as what you've laid out. And, I mean, neither of you are going to bail. So, this is retarded and it's a waste of my time. And this is kind of why I resent this show now. Is because a lot of it is just filler. And there's no reason to like the person Ashton is being. And there's no reason to like the person that Andy Worski really is.
I will appraise after I receive it, and we can see if you were lying. And if it's fake, I'm going to throw it in the sewer.
Andy, I have 26 acres of land in Louisiana, you liar, and it's worth exactly $3,500 according to the assessment. It's some bullshit swampland that's only zoned for timber, so I can't even build jack shit on it. All I can do is log the goddamn trees. And if you look at me, Andy, Ethan Ralph, I'm not too much of a fucking logger, okay? Oh,
look,
26 acres, and we're taking it from you, Ralph. We're taking the 26 acres, your ancestral swampland.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great if Ethan Ralph was gonna not show up. But I gotta tell you, if he was the type to back out, this would be a great reason, because at this point I'd be like, fuck it, because you brought my family into it, and I'd be like it's not fucking fun anymore. Like, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. When it gets like really dark and shit on the internet, then it also gets really pathetic because it's on the internet. And when something's really online and really fucking dark, like the Faith Vickers pregnancy, like the Chris Chan iceberg, all of that shit is like, you know, you don't want to.
You ogre swine pig. We're taking Pawpaw's ring. We're taking it all. We're taking your eye, bro. We're taking your vision. You will never see again. After Andy is finished with you, you will be blind as a motherfucking bat, you bitch.
I will...
Blind, why do you want to maim the dude? Like, again, there's this hatred PPP has for him that's like, dude, I've frozen him at 31 and 12 seconds in. And the fucking like I mean he looks like a demon. There's no other way to say it. Ashton looks demonic. Um, why do you want to see this guy maimed? Is it? Are you white knighting for Milady? Are you worried about Faith? Are you worried about poor Feifei? Is that it? Or maybe you'd like her to ride your gunt. Maybe you'd like her to make your gunt jiggle like a bowl full of jelly, huh? Yeah, I can already see it now, right? It's like you sneak in back into Surfer's apartment with Faith while he's asleep in the other room, and then like you reenact like the whole fucking demonic depraved scene with Faith, and then Surfer walks in and he's like, "What the fuck, Ash?" Okay, that's enough of my own demented fan fiction. Let's continue this here.
Will be there a week early in case there's COVID problems, with like testing, and then I have COVID or something. I'm gonna go earlier and stay at an Airbnb to make sure I'm in the state that I have to be for like a week or two. I'll get a laptop and do the show from the laptop, just to make sure that I'm there and everything's like you don't have to worry about me. I will be there. I will be there. Like, well, I don't know if anyone who thinks I won't show up, you're fucking mentally ill. You
Yeah,
are
no, and
mentally
you
ill.
know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen?
That was about the time I really start getting hungry for a tin of clams. Now, back when I was on Bethel Island, I'd have a whole thing over there full of these little tins of clams, or sometimes they'd even have calamari, and it was like the finest fucking dining you can have as a homeless student. You could just slurp that shit down. Out here, though, my dad actually makes me buy decent food, so I've got a sandwich that I gotta go get inside at some point. But I really miss those cans of clams.
Happen after Andy beats Ralph's ass and sends him to the hospital blind as a fucking bat, just in pain all over his fucking body, unable to breathe. Andy is gonna take Pantsu to his hotel room and ride her all night fucking long. He's gonna ride your horse, Ralph, and Pantsu will be horny for it.
No.
Just like she was horny for you after the Digibro fight. Andy'll take your woman too there, brother Ralph. You're felted as fuck. We're coming for all the chips. Even your horse bride.
No, please, no. That no.
No, I don't. I never watched okay. So Fidel, I understand there's a lot of wrestling that goes on here and shit. Like I imagine I imagine a lot of people like to picture these things like wrestling matches, but I was never into wrestling. In fact, wrestling sort of ruined Batman for me, if I can be really honest. So like I'm not a fan of wrestling. I'm really not a fan of wrestling. Um, like, well, Fidel, I mean, if it was entirely fake, it would be entirely unentertaining. And if it is, um, the money will run out. They've got maybe like 20,000 between them to throw around as signal boot. And but no, I believe personally, and you can think I'm wrong, but I think that Ashton really fucking hates Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph really fucking hates everyone who doesn't like Ethan Ralph. Um, you know, Andy Worski, I think he does whatever will get him attention. I don't think he, uh, I don't think he's really capable of hatred or love. I think Andy Worski is literally a chameleon.
I'm not
Yeah,
down for that. I did not agree. You're my Don King now. He's gonna fuck
yeah,
your woman. Like, no,
he's
no,
gonna
chill.
fuck your woman. He's gonna kill your children. He's gonna take Rosanna, whatever the fuck his stupid name is, and he's gonna be a better father to her than you ever were, you fucking alcoholic, pill popping felon piece of shit. Oh, I was looking into getting the fight sanctioned.
You know, if this is like, I think this is why I don't like wrestling, because I don't think I mean I've never seen a wrestling character I liked, and I've never met a wrestling fan I really could relate to me why it was so. And I guess I get it now that like Batman has been ruined for me by this shit. You know, you have a bunch of bombastic characters and then they fight, but it's juvenile and fucking stupid, and like I mean if you guys are going to fight, like just fucking fight. Like this is not high school. I feel like this is high school, and that there are people fucking paying for this is sad. If there really are, if it's not just fucking, you know what? It might fucking be. It might be that like Ashton is basically in the same position I am in right now. It's just he's taking your money. He's begging you for money, and you guys will give it to him in many cases. You being not just the people in mind, but the general people on the internet. But like, and if I was trying to convince people to give me money, I'd want to make them feel like they were not alone in that very stupid decision. You know, because people do stupid things if other people do it. That's a proven fact, sadly. And I'd really want people to fucking think everyone was giving me money. So I'd have my dad, if he was loaning me money, I'd have him give it to me as donations. I'd set him up an account like Catholic Fred or Mystery Machine or Scooby, something like related, and he'd just drop donations. And I think that's what Ashton is doing. Is like he's got not his dad, but someone like his dad, someone in his family, and that money already belonged to him, or that money he and Ashton, that's their combined, Ashton and Andy, that would probably be their combined resources, and they've put all that aside into Signal Boot, and they just keep dropping it. Maybe it's just $4,000 that they just keep dropping back into their account again and again and again. Um, you know, maybe like they've raised all Signal Boot. Remember, they can just use the same money over again. So, um, I've got $5,000 set aside. I could have my own Signal Boot. I could have someone donating thousands of dollars a day. Uh, you know, I just taking money and throwing it back in the same bin and then taking it out. It's like just throwing it through a tube, really. I mean, that's probably what's going on there. There's a good chance that's what's going on there.
In West Virginia because Rough and Rowdy is in West Virginia and they put on a lot of freak show bullshit like this. But you know, in West Virginia, you have to have a clean criminal record. And not only
Oh,
that, but you have to be of good moral character. So
oh. Sure, if
I'm
either of
not
us
sure
can
if
go.
there's any, not sure
Country roads take me home.
if there's any state that will actually sanction Ralph. But hopefully Ralph's able to get a doctor if he bribes him to lie and say that his eye isn't surgically repaired. And there's got to be some state. I think Tennessee let Mike Tyson fight, according to Ralph, when he had the criminal bullshit.
All right.
So it might be in Knoxville. Knoxville, too. It's the poetry in motion.
Dude, Tennessee, and I'm pretty sure I'm still sanctioned to fight there. Because it's like, what, it lasts like 5 years or some shit, and it's been 3. Right? I think. But I mean, I'll do everything tested again, but I'm actually even fucking better than I was then. So like I'm good. Don't worry. Medicare Masochist for $500.
Oh,
Let's
500
go.
big bones, the Medica Masochist.
Holy
You
shit!
can
I
send
did
me
DM
that on
him.
Twitter too, brother.
Here, I'll send you his thing, and then you could fucking add him there. He says for your jazzercise training, don't let him sit on you. Yo, thank you, Better Carrasco, for that massive fucking dono. And with all the donos so far, we've already smashed the goal. We're at
GG Allen, don't come in your pants, but I have 10,000. I've got about 10,000. I've got about $12,000 is what I got right now.
1,100. Like they want this to
Oh,
happen. They
the
want
winning
it.
is endless.
They want
The
it.
winning is
Let's
endless,
go,
brother Andy. Let's fucking
bro.
go.
See, the thing for me is that when I was about as homeless as I am now, slightly more so, slightly smaller accommodations. For me, the worst fucking thing imaginable, the worst thing was to beg on the street. The worst thing ever was to beg strangers for money. That was the dreaded fate looming over your head that kept me applying for job application after job application. I didn't want to ask a stranger for money. I thought that's basically, if you're spending another man's money to feed yourself, that's fucking pathetic. That's fucking sad. And you deserve to feel like you should make more of yourself if you can. Now, if you have no choice, you have a pass from God. Enjoy like take your pleasure where you can. But you know, I would never want to go out onto the street and beg for money. I'd much rather work for a living. And I don't see any difference between that and coming onto the internet and begging for money. Um, like, I'm not gonna say you're stupid if you were to give me money. And if people are dumb enough to do it, yeah, eventually I'll have a PayPal, but I'll never tell you it's a good idea. And I'm gonna tell you, you're not helping me do anything other than you shouldn't be doing it. There's no good reason to give me money for coming on YouTube. But if people really wanted to do that, I wouldn't deny them the pleasure. And I think that might be the thing with Andy, but Andy's retooled his entire show for donations. Right? It's no longer just, well, if you really want to give me money, if you really want to buy me a beer, go ahead. Now it's, if you want me to be here, pay me. And that's a lie because no, don't do this, Ashton. Go get a job. I'd rather see Ashton quit the internet and get a job than do what he's doing right now. It is that fucking bad in my honest opinion.
Oh, and keep the donos rolling to make Ralph seethe, make America First seethe. It's gonna be fucking Kino, boys. It's gonna be Kino when this fight fucking happens. Ralph agreed. It has to fucking happen.
Even he
This
said
is
that.
something.
Even he was like, he said Knoxville 2 has to happen. And look, like you bring your people, Ralph, we'll bring our people. It'll be fun. It'll be, and after
We'll have entourages. We'll prank your team. We'll throw Monster Energy drink cans at your guys' fucking heads. I don't even know who's gonna be in Ralph's crew. Like, who's even gonna be there? Gator's not gonna be there anymore.
I'll go. Shaggy will go. I'll be I said I'd never be Gunt guard, but I'll be Gunt crew. I'll tag along. I'll tag along. Uh you know, me and Smiley can have a dick measuring competition.
Flam's not. Then nobody's gonna be there. He's got this new. I don't even Big Tech. His new co-host, the 50-year-old fucking knockoff.
Who's threatening
what's
to
his name?
murder
Jack
people?
Murphy. Fucking knockoff dollar store with.
No, from what I've heard, the Smiley's actually like more like in the area of like uh larger than 8 inches. But that guy is the king. He is the hood rat slayer. So it only makes sense that he would be so endowed endowed Uh, but dude, apparently that Smiley dude, I saw him chase that fucker around after that dude tried to throw that liberal horse shit at him. Ultimate fucking Chad. Ultimate fucking Chad there.
Version of Jack Murphy. You know, this guy's like 50 years old playing internet tough guy online, thinking he's like in the Hells Angels. Dude, you're in the Catboy harem. It's a bunch of pencil neck bitches, and you're gonna get punked out.
Yeah, Smiley has like, but the reason God gave Smiley that is because Smiley is also righteous. But like, he might also one day turn into a massive like hypocritical dipshit. So like, who knows, God works in mysterious ways, but at least like there are people out there who are Chad enough and based enough to actually be like a good example, because I'm certainly not a good example. I have a massive dick, but I'm a complete fuck up. You don't want to be like Shaggy. You should try to be like Smiley. Always be like Smiley, don't be like Shaggy.
Wherever the hell this fight happens, Ralph's entourage is gonna be fucking mogged by our fucking sweet on.
No, I think I think Smiley's pretty cool. I thought that everything I've seen from him so far is pretty positive and based. He seems like much. I don't know why he's rolling with Yoba and the Gunt Crew. That was stupid. But I'd like to see more content from him. Definitely, like that was fucking the best in real life content I've seen in a long time. Like I rewatched him chase that dude 3 or 4 times. That was like that scene in the Joker where he shoots those dude. That was fucking awesome.
Entourage, man. And I'm gonna get fucking, you know, Andy, we're gonna get you the fucking sweet robe with the sequins and the diamonds. You're gonna be like a fucking stud out there. And you're gonna whoop this pig's ass.
Dude, I want to
You're
go
gonna
out
whoop
with a.
his fucking
No,
ass.
Well, no. Gigi Allen. Like there are people who want to be like me. Apparently. I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm just saying it's a thing. Like, I'm not gonna like dox people's DMs, but some people really think I'm a lot cooler than I really am. And the internet tends to give people the ability to project. So you can be a total loser, GG Allen. Let me make this clear to you, GG Allen. You can be the biggest fucking loser in the world, and a few people will still project onto you what they want to see, not because those traits are there, but simply because you're a blank canvas. To them, you're a blank canvas.
I had a few ideas. Chat, you might like some of these ideas. I'll read more donos in a second here, but we're fucking hype. Uh, I'm gonna leave in a Portuguese flag as a cape. I'm gonna enter like that. Possibly to Ralph's theme song. I was thinking about buying the same purse that was stolen from him to act like, I was the one who took it. There's a lot of funny possibilities. You could all let me know what you think. I
I
know.
just want you to think about this moment. How is Nick Fuentes going to feel when the number two in his movement, his junkyard dog, his champion, gets knocked the fuck out in front of his childhood hero, Sam Hyde? At the after party, when we're all doing blow with Sam, Nick's going to be completely humiliated and emasculated. His
Nick has. How can you emasculate a eunuch? I don't think Nick Fuentes has a penis.
whole movement's going to be exposed as a joke to his childhood hero, Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde's probably going to spit on Fuentes. We're all going to bully him, shove him into a fucking locker backstage in the arena, and it's just going to be
Wait, you're
like high
right.
school again.
Wait. This is actually beyond me and Ralph. This is America First leg. Their whole
This is their
empire.
legacy. This is what they will be known for. The whole world will know that they are total bitches when Ethan Ralph gets chin checked and knocked the fuck out in front of the whole world.
Realistically, no, that's not gonna do much to Ethan Ralph's reputation if he loses. Like he got his shit kicked in Portugal. It's not gonna be worse than that. Like I can't believe you. Like that's another thing. How is Ashton not sated? on Ethan Ralph's blood. How is it he has not seen enough violence happen to this man already? Like, Ashton, what the fuck is wrong with you? PPP, what the fuck is wrong with you? You do not know this man. You've never met this man. This is retarded and insane.
Sam Hyde's going to be boxing Boogie, or he's going to be boxing a big name. It's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it.
Ashton.
I'm just saying, a lot of people are going to see Ralph shirtless. We're going to get the 4K drone footage of the gun. He's going to have to... That's the thing. He's going to have to fight with no shirt on. Everybody's going to see the gun.
That's how I'm going to lose, dude.
In 4K.
I'm going to be distracted by it. Like, it's going to hypnotize me. And I'm going to be like, oh.
That's...
Wait. Hang on. If you were wondering, someone caught this when Ralph was talking about this. Look at this. Someone caught Nick in his chat. Nick says, you got to get in good shape, Ralph. Like, even Nick's like, I don't know about that. He's like, even Nick's like, yo, you have to. This is it, Ralph. Like, even Nick's entire movement has you.
No one cares how this ends. You know what the world is going to see? They're going to see two alt-right gamer gators having a slap fight in a parking lot. Maybe sanctioned by some third-rate fighting organization, okay? That's what's going to go down here, all right? Is that the rest of the world outside this small little sphere, or whatever the fuck people are calling it these days, they see all of this as the alt-right. Everything. Alt-right is just a new term for Nazi. Okay, you can't go around calling everyone a Nazi anymore, because now the liberals are subject to that too. So instead, everyone gets called alt-right, okay? As someone who actually is, like, well, I don't want to claim that label anymore, because, like, how many fucking great, really just horribly gay things have been associated with it. But it's like, I was there when the alt-right meant Ramsey Paul back in the day and shit. It's... like, this is not going to be seen as anything other than you know the people in the city are going to look over the wall, and they're going to see out in the Pariah's desert the exiles have gathered around to watch two of their own duke it out. That's how this is going to go down. It's going to be the people who are within the walls, basically the normies, the people who eat their propaganda. If they hear about this at all, it's going to be because the police get called. And I know it's all fake, it's all hype, but part of me thinks Ashton really convinces himself to believe it a bit, because of how much he legitimately hates Ralph. Like,
you fighting me, hinging on it. That's insane.
What happens, Andy, when your glove is absorbed into the gun?
So here's the thing, right? If Ethan Ralph were to fight Andy today, he'd win. If Ethan Ralph were to fight Andy Worski today, my money would be on Ethan Ralph. So this is annoying as shit listening to these two retards. And Andy is clearly on coke. Like, what the fuck is this shit about Andy not being on coke? Every time I pause the screen, it's like pure coke face. Like, fuck.
I don't know.
You can't get it out.
It's like the Blob
movie.
You're
going to have to fight him. Yeah, you're going to have to fight him one-handed. You're going to have to use the other hand. You're going to be trapped in there. You're going to have to use your left hand to knock him out and escape his fucking gravitational pull. It's going to be fucking crazy. It's going to be lit as fuck. But it's not just that fight. There's going to be a ton of other fights on the card. It's going to be huge. It's going to be the event of a fucking lifetime.
It's going to be iDubbbz is for sure. The iDubbbz is like it's a who's who of like who cares. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, what? What the fuck is this? Like, you know, it's just like there's like two people I know
sticking away from controversy. iDubbbz doesn't want any controversy, but controversy creates cash when it's time for fucking fights. That's why we want Ralph, because we know that a lot of people will pay a lot of money see Ethan Ralph get his fucking ass handed to him by the Portuguese El Chapo, Andy
I'm gonna
Warski.
finish what
It's
my
gonna
people
be
couldn't. Just say.
All right, so if any fucked up shit, like, I'm just thinking there's so much potential for some fucked up shit to happen to Ethan Ralph. Like, just because of the stupid crowd that follows these people sometimes. If he goes to this thing, you're gonna need to pay security. He can't even host a bowling event without someone like attacking him. So, like, after he gets out of this fucking fight, like, like, shit, like, if he goes to the wrong fucking event, he might like end up like just getting his ass kicked by like 10 to 30 people. Because that's well within like there's probably 10 there's more plenty of people who hate Ethan Ralph, and like, who the fuck is organizing this? Like, another thing is this is all shit. Like, the Tonka versus Andy fight was like professional. It was big. It was entertaining. And it was real because Tonka Saw was an asshole every fucking day. Every fucking day he was talking about what a tough guy he is. That was like this. His entire character is "I'll kick your ass." Um, these two dudes here, they just don't like each other, and like it's it's not as if Ashton's audience would care if they pulled something totally shady and just had Ralph like attacked behind an Arby's or some shit, right? um, but like this is all getting, like I said, it's getting dark and very online.
Dang.
They're gonna
I'm.
finish the job.
I saw on Kiwi Farm someone's like, I think Ralph, his new on his bucket list, he's trying to get beat up by a Portuguese guy in every country. So far it's working. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious, dude. You want to smash through some more of these donos
Let's
here?
smash through some super
Uh,
chats and
Ocean Redux for $50. Thank you so much, Matt.
I need to get something to eat. Yeah. So, given I haven't hooked up the toilet, I have to literally just piss out the door. I'm glad y'all didn't see that. Anyway, oh well. I really wouldn't give a fuck at this point. No reason to give a shit. No, it's not that I can't hook the toilet up. It's just I'm too fucking lazy and there's fuck it. Anyway, back to this shit.
Mad love, man, today. Holy shit. Remember, Ralph, stepping into the ring isn't like the movies. You can't just put on your weight behind you and start swinging like a wild hog. I mean, you can, but one shot to your sleep button and you're dropping like a bag of shit. Whoa, fucking felt it. And by the way, if you're just joining us, 20 bucks and above will be read during the show in segments, the rest at the end of the show, just so we're not interrupting the full show in case anyone just joined us. Thank you so much, Ocean Redux, for that. Appreciate your support. The Flagging Faggot for $20, saying MMA rules or normal boxing. We've already established that. But he goes, either way, I have a stack on Warski, the Warrior. I'm pretty sure one of those random betting sites might have this as an actual thing to bet on, but we can't promote it, obviously. Anonymous for $20. Thank you so much. Kind of hope Ralph no-shows the fight because I just want to see Warski with a fight record of 2-0 without throwing a punch. Now, I want you all to know this. I'm already 2-0, but you guys weren't around. When I was doing D-Live, Baked Alaska challenged me to a fight 3 times. I accepted all 3 times, and then...
Gigi Allen, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that's an assumption that you've put a lot of faith in.
And he ignored me accepting 3 times. So I'm already 2-0 against Baked Alaska. So that's the thing. Projects done poorly for 20. Andy, PPP. Life is too short to listen to cat boys like Nick and rage pigs like Ralph. I hope they turn their lives around because nothing is more pathetic than to live your life like a loser and never change. No, but we love watching. It's crack to us.
I love profiting off of loser bitches. I just love getting paid. Hollywood PPP fucking stacking it up.
Let's go.
Stutter style. And we're going to fucking style and profile against Ethan Ralph. We're going to show out on his bitch ass.
Because being a professional YouTuber always ends well. All professional YouTubers end up rich like PewDiePie. It's a great way to make a living.
His whole crew getting fucking punked out. That's just the facts, folks. That's the fucking facts.
Hell yeah. Redtail for 20 saying, Ralph, you have to fight. You are the Tonka Sock. You are on the Tonka Saw arc and will drag Dax and Fuentes down. They'll disown you, so do it. That's right. Not only is America First hinging on this, but that's right. Dax Herrera, a.k.a. Dick Masterson, a.k.a. The Dick Show, will fall. His Patreon will head down to $100 a month. Everyone's going to call him out for being a pussy. You know, and people are making jokes.
Like, Dick Masterson has, how many followers left?
Jokes like, what's Dax going to hurt this time? I think Dick wants to see this. He wants to see this. Okay?
You know, that makes me... How the fuck... there's some weird shit going on right now. It's like... It just struck me that Surfer is working with Ethan Ralph, who works with Dick Masterson. But Surfer's the other guy he works with is the Simp Show, who Alogs Dick Masterson. There's a mindfuck.
Do you think Diddler Dax will be in Ralph's corner? Will he throw in the towel when Ralph's just getting beaten fucking senseless?
No, here's what's going to happen.
He's got the towel in his hand.
Here's what's going to happen. Dick's going to head into his corner, right? And as the match is going on, he's going to be moving around the side towards our corner. And when Ralph's done, he's going to apologize to us. And then he's going to be a Kino Casino VIP. That's what's going to happen there. We're going to take Dick from you, okay? That's what's going to happen. Bauer for 20 bucks saying PPP looks and dresses like a shaving cream guy who gets spit on in Jurassic Park. Oh, the fucking Newman guy from
The Newman guy. Yeah,
yeah.
I really do have the Newman look going on. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a benefit. I think it makes me look a lot funnier. It makes me a lot funnier that I look like such shit. I'll be honest, you know.
Psycho for 20 saying I prayed for this one to happen. I'm glad to see my prayers answered. Can't wait to be in your corner for the fight, Andy. Ralph can make every gay excuse he wants to. We all know he's afraid of you, and frankly, he should be. Psycho's on my corner, of course. Psycho, we chill every weekend and on the weekdays sometimes as well. Psycho, respects, and I'll see you at the fight. Rush Pabst for 20. PPP looks like he's about to shut down park security and steal a shitload of dino DNA. That's 2 Jurassic Park references?
Two references.
What the fuck?
By the way, Andy, I just want to point out we're schooling Andy. We're gonna have the boxing coach teach Andy the liver shot. Holy fuck. When Andy cracks Ralph in his fucking liver, his cirrhosis-infested fucking liver, Ralph's whole body is going to shut down. He may die on the spot. You know, he might honestly die on the spot. When he
won't
gets
do
cracked
liver
in that
shots.
liver,
I won't
and
do
he
liver
goes
shots.
cardiac arrest, you gotta crack him right there in that
At
liver.
least one.
It's the weak spot. He's like King Hippo. Once you get him in that fucking liver...
You know, shit like this makes me hope one day Ashton actually does end up responsible for someone's death and ends up having to carry that. Not because I want someone to die, I just want to see how Ashton would deal with something that, you know, by his faith, he'd be obligated to fucking carry as a weight of guilt.
Alcoholism? It's done. Done, Andy.
Holy shit. Ralphie D for 20. Thank you so
I'm getting tired as fuck here, guys. I will probably be going to bed soon.
much. Saying it's all jokes, but the best thing to come out of this is everyone will get healthy and potentially change their lives for the better. Godspeed, Andy, and you will win this. God and the casino boys are on your side 1,000,000%. Thank you so much, Ralphie D. Ripe Cortex for 20 bucks. Because you're watching, Ralph, we all know you're not healthy enough to fight. Admit it. Wow. Felt it. Thank you, Ripe Cortex, for the 20. Massive love, guys, today. Vicious Vickers for $40. Thank you, Vicious Vickers.
Vicious Vickers. Woohoo.
Bro, wait. Hang on. If you...
Yeah, you know, the sad truth is online there's a lot of people who are losers in a very real sense. Now, it's one, like, everyone can, like, call someone a loser, but there are people who, shameless he was born, the man without a face. There's people who are background characters in life. And they end up as background characters in life because they don't take risks. They don't end up, they don't shape the clay. You know, you're born as a square block of clay and life shapes you. Life shapes you into an image, and sometimes that image is ugly, and sometimes that image is beautiful. But what you don't want is for the image to be malformed. What you don't want is an image that was never really finished. Um,
a mile a week. We will respect you, but wait won't work, fam. And then Medicare Baskets with the 500 big dono there. Remember, anything under 20.
Boys, by the way, Beardson is calling us out on Bake Stream. Listen here, Beardson. CWC has said he'd fight you. The Culture War criminal will fucking fight you, Beardson. Are you gonna accept, or are you gonna back out like a bitch? CWC's got your number, boy. Hobbit ass bitch. You're the one who cost America First the GOSAR fucking endorsement. So at this point, you owe it to the movement to step up and try and kick Ryan's ass. But we all know you won't because your arms are too short to box with God, let alone fucking Ryan, my brother.
And Beardson, you call us out, Beardson. Call us out. We're winning. You did a whole stream about how you hate your
Well,
life.
hold on, Andy. Beardson's got you. Saying the lol cows are rising up. And Baked Alaska has challenged me to a fight. Like, let's get real. I beat the fuck out of you, Baked.
Accept it.
Living in a fantasy land. I accept, Baked. But
Okay.
you're fucking living in a fantasy land.
All right.
Baked would win that one, Ashton. Baked would kick your ass, Ashton. Baked would win. Right? That's just my honest opinion. If Baked was in shape, if Baked got back in the shape he was in when he was at his best, not when he was hella skinny, but when he actually had some muscle, I'm pretty sure he would win that fight.
All right. Yeah, come on. Accept it. Do you formally accept?
Oh yeah.
Like, I think Ashton is just fucking fat. And fat people, they there is a difference between strong and fat people that you don't really get to see until a strong person comes along, and then you get then you see the difference between strong and fat. And I think Ashton is someone who's used to being so big he could just fall on top of someone. But I think if he met someone with the physical strength to actually use his own weight against him, I'd like to see how he'd respond. I'd like to see if Ashton would actually fight someone. Oh wait, no, Ashton. Yeah, no, he had a very violent childhood apparently. So yeah, no, he would. Yeah, I'd like to see Baked versus Ashton. That would be an interesting match. I think Baked would win. I don't think Ashton would win, but
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Like
PPP versus Baked Alaska. What is going on, chat? We're getting you a boxing coach, bro. We're gonna fucking Ashton, this is it. Me and you. The Kino Casino, bro. And now. Woo.
I'm sorry. You guys need to step up your game. Ethan Ralph literally is creating babies to felt his opponents. If you guys are gonna dab on Ethan Ralph, like, one of you is gonna have to get a bitch pregnant and upload it as revenge porn. Like, and then you're gonna have to like get another bitch pregnant while the first bitch is still pregnant.
Ralph can't fucking deny. There's no way Ralph can legally deny now. But now Bake's gonna be there, and Ralph's gonna be the only bitch who doesn't show. And look,
Bake's gonna bitch out. Like, let's get real. Baked has agreed to fight you how many times? And bitched out? Bake's not interested in fighting anybody. Do you want to know why? Because he comes from privilege. Because he's born with a silver spoon in his mouth from his trust fund parents. Bake's never been in a fight in his life. He doesn't want to deal with suffering because he's a cowardly little bitch. And I'd take everything from Baked in that fucking ring. I would rape his ass after.
yo,
And I would
What the fuck is, like, this isn't wrestling talk. And he doesn't say, like, look at the look on his face at 4909 as he talks about, like, what the fuck is with your constant talk of, like, sexual violation of other men? I'm not kidding. I think that Ashton would be happier if he was in a prison situation where he had access to smaller men he could take sexual advantage of. I think that would be more sexually satisfying to this guy than sexual congress with women. Meaning, and if that's the case, then Ashton, you are a homosexual. You're just an incredibly fucked up, violent homosexual. That like, being violent and gay doesn't make you less gay.
you Baked. You hear everyone? We need a formal acceptance from both of you on Twitter, and now I'll message the powers of that be, and we have another fight under the card. PPP, People's Populist Press, Ashton fighting Baked Alaska. Let's fucking go, everyone.
He's beginning to have this like rat-like appearance, I notice. Like, not Worski. Worski always looks like a rat, but Ashton. He's beginning to have a very rat-like quality to his smile. I mean, if this is acting, it's very good. It's very good. Not the hair and shit, but the way that he looks like one of the Plague Fathers from Warhammer Fantasy Total War, right? He's just got this rotting malevolence and fecundity to not like just this rotting sort of. I don't know. It's very spiritually rotten. There's something about Ashton that isn't healthy.
But I'm hype. Let's go. There. Baked. Start working out, bud.
I, I don't know, Andy. I like it's already good. It's gonna be tough to get you and Ralph sanctioned, but like the weight difference. I mean, Baked is trying to catch up to me in weight though. We'll see. Baked might actually be in the heavyweight weight class by the time it's all said and done. He's gonna need a few more donos to get the
No,
beefaroni though.
I'm
To
pretty
bulk up,
sure.
he's gonna do the beefaroni bulk, bros. Or
No. You could sanction different weight classes if you wear the headgear. I know that. Like that's like one of the
we'll see.
things, and it's been done
We'll
before.
see.
So, baked Alaska. Well, baked. There we go. I want to hear it from Baked's mouth. Okay. Hang on. We're almost done here. Did I read this one? Ocean Redux for $20. Look, Ralph, we all respect you 100 times more if you show up on like Donga's fake ass. But bro, you really do have to work out because boxing exists exactly to fuck people like you who think they can just throw their weight around and win. You will get KO'd. This is getting intense, folks. This is getting intense. Landucci, that's how you pronounce it. Landucci. Sorry, for 20, saying, I started following you, Andy, right after the Knoxville match. I just moved up here, so please do the match up here. You and PPP are doing such a great job. Keep it up. All right, we'll try for
Let's
the
go.
Knoxville. We'll try for the Knoxville there. Red Tail for 20. Please, can the Super Gun 64 guy make a Smash Brothers clone with all the streamers on both sides? That would be amazing, actually. That would be fucking amazing, actually. Spico Blanco for $20. I'm taking all bets to Andy Worski to win by TKO by round 4 from Annie Groiper, Gun Sisters, / Gun Sisters. Andy will drop Ralph with a straight left hand. Please let us know when tickets are available. I'll fly out and see Ralph get knocked out live. '07. Yeah, we're going to have tickets. You can and we're going to hang out and stuff. It's going to be fucking amazing. Remember, all donos under 20 will be read at the end of the show. 20s and up will be reading during the show. Almost done here, folks. M Towers for $20. Don't try to fix Ralph's broken orbital. Break his other one and hope it aligns. Best of luck, Andy. Wanting to see someone fight since the Kumite. You are the IRL champion so far. Yes. Anonymous, thank you, M Towers, for that. Anonymous for $40. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Is Steve Franson a gay catboy twink posing as a child bucktooth dating coach? Franson insists that he has a wife that he rescued, but it doesn't appear plausible. What do you think? How did he hook up with Nick Fuentes? I don't.
All right, so I think you guys are misunderstanding something. I never said I'd fight Warhammer. I said I'd shoot Warhammer. Do you guys want me to shoot Warhammer? Okay. Okay. We'll take him out to Mexico. I need like two of you to beat him and put him in chains. You drag him out to the desert and I'll shoot him. And you can upload it to one of those fucked up Mexican websites that don't give a shit about the law. And since it happened in Mexico and he's retarded, I don't think Texas is gonna care. Texas executes the retarded after all. So, yeah, like if you guys want me to shoot Warhammer, just get him to meet me in Mexico. Me and Toxic Angel will drive out there. I'm actually serious. Toxic Angel will drive out there. He's crazy enough to do it. Um, I will shoot Warhammer in a fucking cartel style execution video. It will be pure Kino. We can spam his mother with the execution video until she has a mental breakdown. It'll just be fucking brilliant, right? No, but Ghost, I never said I'd do a 1v1 with someone 3 times my size. I said I'd shoot anyone who fucking tried violence with me. So like if you want me to shoot Warhammer, I don't know why you'd want that. I don't want that. I think it's a very bad idea. I think it would make really good content, but like
I threw a message to Sam Hyde. We talked for a bit. I hooked him up with Boogie, made some more phone calls, this, that. I set this up because I knew Ralph to fight me, he would need to the pot sweetened, right? And I'm like, a Sam Hyde undercard? You can't say no to that. I made it not only possible, but I made it amazing in front of Ashton. Ashton was even like, how did this happen? Within half an hour, remember?
It
You were
was
even
happening very fast. It was like it went from, not really having anything to, okay, we're talking to Sam, to talking to Boogie, to we're talking to Keem. That'll happen within a half hour, 45 minutes. And then a couple hours after that, I was like, well, Ralph, like we have everything that's, everything seems to be lined up, and it came to some sort of agreement as to rule set and things like that. So it's very exciting. It's very exciting. And this time I think it really will happen.
you know what? If it's really gonna happen, there doesn't need to be any sort of like anyone involved. Just fucking like it's like that woman said. You retards need to just meet up behind in a parking lot and fight. Like you don't stop getting like professional fighters involved in this shit. They don't like what's likely to eventually happen is like professional fighters are gonna start challenging you guys to fight to make you guys look like bitches and just kick all of your asses. Like if I was a professional fighter and I saw this happening again, I would be like, okay, in order like I would start like making fun of you and start challenging you all to fights just because okay, you want to step into this world, this is what it is. It's like you guys aren't professional fighters. You guys like aren't fucking like Joe Rogan or any of that. Like you're not martial artists. You're severely online speds and like you should like you should go to your natural environment. You should go to like a middle school and fight on the playground like on a Saturday or something where there's no security and just like or at a black school where no one cares and just like beat the shit out of each other there and then just upload that to World Star Hip Hop and have your fucking clip channels put pieces of it, right? You know, I don't think there's anywhere where Ashton will be allowed to sexually violate the people he's fighting against, and for some sick fucked up reason, that's clearly what he's into. I mean, it's just like you make the joke once, but you make it 1,000 times. It's like you're not even like joke. You're like seriously saying you're going to fuck people. You're going to beat people down and fuck them in the ass. It's like it's not hard to get into American prison. In some cases, it's kind of hard to avoid it. So like, why not just drive down to the United States and like, I don't know, just shoot a random person. And then you can go to rape heaven. You can rape all the vulnerable young retards you want. Like
Think at some point Ralph and Andy will fight someplace somewhere. Definitely gonna happen. And let's just make it happen now,
now.
boys. It's gonna
Okay,
be fucking Kino.
okay. We have a bunch of 20s that just came in. I'll read those in a second, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'll read those, but I want to show you all one quick video here. Ralph was trying to intimidate me on the Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah, you're showing them the 2 minute one I sent you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the feet one.
Oh, show them that, and we'll show them also his promo package for the fight, his 2 minute
Yeah.
promo,
All right.
and then we'll move on, I guess, to
Yeah.
actually we'll move on to Ralph's co-host. Want to show them?
No, no, and I am thinking of baptizing Warhammer's entire fucking family. That dude went too far. And I don't know who his fucking handler was when that shit went down, but it's also your fault. I'm pissed that happened to me, and I have a right to be pissed that happened to me. I'm not like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, Surfer really is mad at me right now, and I legitimately don't understand why. Because, you know, I'm not gonna get into all of the weird shit he Surfer seems to be mad at me about because a lot of it literally doesn't make sense to me. But one of the things he said to me that I just don't get is why are you going at Warhammer like this? He seems to think I'm just not that I'm being unreasonable with Warhammer went IRL. Warhammer did shit you're not supposed to do, and he did shit that should not be normalized or accepted. And I get that you scolded him. I get that everyone scolded Warhammer for fucking going after my church. But what you don't get is Warhammer may be a fucking retard, but he's also a goddamned adult. And you scolding him doesn't mean he's not gonna keep doing it. Okay? So like Surfer, my entire religion is built on baptizing the dead. Like, I'm sorry that's horrific to you, and I'd gladly discuss that with you on a stream sometime. My point is that Warhammer should not have been going IRL, okay? He should not have done that. And you guys scolding him isn't going to teach him anything because ultimately, as much as you think of him as like a robot that can be piloted, as Damo said, no, the truth is he's just a very very autistic individual uh who doesn't get it, and on top of that, that's layered on top of an asshole who doesn't have many redeeming qualities, okay? I don't know why everyone likes to stand around the pile of dog shit, point at it, and laugh. I've seen dog shit before, and that's just what Warhammer is. He's nothing more than that to me. But if you guys are going to pick up that dog shit at me and throw it, then eventually I'm going to try and get rid of all the dog shit. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you want to set up some sort of conflict between me and Warhammer, eventually it's probably going to go bad for both of us, but probably more so for Warhammer. Because I will probably, like, it'll probably end up doing shit where the people who really control his life don't let him on the internet. Because this could get fucked up. Because Warhammer doesn't know when to stop. So, yeah, I mean, we use Warhammer as an out. Ghost. Did you just say I use Warhammer for attention? I had to be told Warhammer did this stream looking for my church. I don't watch his shit. I wish I didn't know Warhammer. I'm pissed at you guys for involving Warhammer in this entire thing. Okay, the reason I won't join Forge Gang, and I've said this a million times, I don't think Warhammer should be here. I don't think Warhammer should even fucking be here. Like, using him for attention. That is the dumbest fucking take, Ghost. That shit like that is why I won't talk to you live anymore, Ghost. Is because either you're gonna scream or you're gonna try and actually use your brain, and the result is gonna be just as unintelligible either fucking way in many instances. Yeah, he has free will, Fidel. Now you're getting it, right? He has free will. So if you invite someone who cannot be held to account because he's retarded, and you allow him all the privileges of an adult, that's why in society We don't let people like Warhammer drive. We don't like let them babysit children. The reason his family doesn't let him around children is not because he would molest them in all likelihood, or at least I hope that's the case. It's probably because he might hit them. It's probably because they could upset him and he might act as a child would act, okay? I don't think you guys should have brought a retard into the bar, all right? This is a place where a lot of this goes on, a lot of this goes on, a lot of politics, a lot of religion, and a lot of really fucking mean spirited shit. And I don't think a retard should have been let in here and told that he can just wander around causing trouble and it'll never backfire. You know, I mean, if ever you're dumb enough to get him to actually show up at my house, he's gonna get shot and I'm gonna end up in prison, and you won't get any more content from either of us. Okay? Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's not far away. It's never far away. It isn't far away. Okay? I don't want that. I don't want that. I really don't fucking want that. But who brought him in? That's a good question, Fidel. Whoever did that, whoever brought him in, brought Warhammer in here to answer your second question. Whoever brought Warhammer out of Minecraft, where he was in Minecraft. Whoever brought him out of that, and brought him into this world of trolling, and then told him that internet blood sports was a good place for him. That person probably deserves a bullet. Because like if he was just like an annoying retard, that's fine. But the problem is that Warhammer sees this as like a cartoon. He doesn't understand that it's a game. He doesn't understand that there are rules, that there are limits, and that means that if he does something fucked up enough, I've got to fucking do something back. Why? Um, that's the lore, Fidel. How do I know any lore? Fuck. How do I know that Ethan Ralph thumbed Faith up her ass? I haven't watched the video. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. It's lore, Fidel. Come on. Does, does it matter if it's actually fucking true? Does it really matter? Does it matter if internet lore is true? All right, going back to Worski versus Ralph. I'm kind of tired of answering this.
Those fucking weird DMs with Buddy, like
That's freaky. Is he
there was
serious with
some
that shit?
is serious with that shit, man. This guy's like in his 50s. Apparently he has kids. He's going around threatening fucking another guy's kids for Nick Fuentes, saying it's a gang and stuff. Like just bizarre. Just bizarre shit. The guy's been on the scene for like one day. Has already started like a lifetime worth of bullshit and personal vendettas. He's basically on the speed. He's on the speed run to become a lolcow as quick as you fucking can.
He has a thread already. I saw that.
Yeah, the quickest way to get yourself a thread is to go be Ralph Skunt guard and co-host. Get yourself a thread real quick, my bro. Okay, duder.
All right, so here's one of Ralph's threats to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, I have like normal. Do you want to see the Ralph foot? Like, I just have.
So, these threads that they're all so terrified of. I don't like fuck. I think these YouTube channels are probably a bigger threat to your reputation than the threads. I don't think normies read those threads. I don't think there's any normies on the planet who would go to Kiwi Farms. And while I plan to do all of this, I'm now tired and I'm going to sleep. So I'm gonna just watch this there.
Oh, you can't even see.
The Ralpha foot, like like you call it the Ralpha foot.
What the
That's
fuck? It's so dumb.
that's so retarded, dude.
I'm Vince McMahon, Andy.
Ew!
Oh!
Oh, chat. Did we
Honestly,
need...
what's worse than his foot is his fucking weird, like, disproportionate chicken legs
Yeah,
that he's got
look
going
at this.
on.
He has like, it's like a whole other foot under the foot. What is this?
It's a double foot,
Oh,
Andy.
what the dude?
Some sort of
like,
fungus that's
like
growing there. Andy.
That's like Silent Hill feet. What the fuck?
I am glad I am not capable of hating someone as much as Ashton Parks hates people he knows on the internet. That is not sane or normal. It certainly ain't Christian. Anyway, I'm tired as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck. I need to go to sleep. This is as if maybe I'll learn to fucking actually do this OBS shit. Why not? Why not?